We're going to go ahead and start Unit 1, Section 3 notes. If you remember in Section 2, we talked about how to add integers. In this section, we're going to be talking about how to subtract integers. Just to review, you remember that integers are both positive and negative numbers that also include 0. They do not include decimals. To subtract an integer, we simply add its opposite. So in the example 3 minus 7, we would say 3 plus negative 7, which is in fact negative 4. Algebraically, it may look like a minus b or a plus a negative b. If we look at number 1, we have 5 minus 7, so that would be 5 plus a negative 7. You remember from adding integers that we're going to subtract 5 from 7, as 5 is the lesser absolute value, to get a difference of 2. We then are going to take the sign of the greater absolute value, which in this case is 7, to get an answer of negative 2. You can also think about this visually on a number line. If you start at 5, if you take away 7, you're going to hop back to 0, take away 5, you still have 2 more to take away, landing on negative 2. Number 2, we're going to do the same thing. 1 plus the opposite of negative 8 is 8, to in fact give us 9. Number 3, same thing, negative 5 plus the opposite of negative 17 is 17. Negative 5 plus 17, take 5 from 17 to get 12. Take the sign of the greater absolute value, which in this case is positive 17, so our answer is in fact positive 12. Number 4, 2 plus the opposite of negative 37, which is positive 37, to give us a sum of 39. Number 5, negative 39 plus negative 32. Both of our signs are the same, so we simply add them to get negative 71. Number 6, negative 86 plus the opposite of negative 34 is positive 34, to in fact give us a sum of negative 52. We are now going to evaluate expressions when x equals negative 14 and y equals negative 3. So we're simply going to substitute negative 14 for whenever we see x and negative 3 whenever we see y. So this first one would be negative 14 minus a negative 3. Negative 14 plus 3, which gives us negative 11. This would be 29 minus a negative 14, 29 plus the opposite, which would be 29 plus 14, to give us 43. Here we have negative 27 minus a negative 3, negative 27 plus the opposite, which is 3, to give us negative 24. Negative 3 minus 18, negative 3 plus negative 18 gives us negative 21. This one has 3 digits, so I suggest that we go step by step. So we will have negative 14 minus 4 minus 9. This is negative 14 plus a negative 4 plus a negative 9, which is in fact negative 27. 15 minus a negative 3 minus 7. So this looks like 15 plus 3, take away 7. This is 18 minus 7, which gives us a difference of 11. Looking at page 2, this asks us to find a change in temperature from negative 47 degrees Celsius to negative 38 degrees Celsius. So if we think about a number line, negative 47 is over here, negative 38 is over here. We want to think about what the difference between those two temperatures is. If it is negative 38 degrees Celsius outside, it is warmer than if it was negative 47. I will let you go ahead and find the difference between those two temperatures. For number 2, when you write 3 different pairs of integers, each of which has a sum of negative 24, there are going to be quite a quite a lot of answers. Just to show you one example, you might have negative 10 plus negative 12, which would give you negative 22, plus 2 more is negative 24.